Broadcast, okay. So it says it's working. Right, let's see here. Am I in? Ah, just connecting. All right. Am I in? I never know with this stuff. This is streaming, but I don't see anything yet. I guess so. Where's the image? The image. Okay, stream. Okay, let's see it. Here we go. Are we in? Interesting. Sometimes it clicks in quickly and sometimes it doesn't. No data to display. Okay, so what's going on? I just did it. Oh, is the internet? Oh, well, here we go. Took a while. I don't know what's streaming. I see my logo. All right. We're in. A little late, but that's the. So why is this? Do I have sound? Yeah, I see sound. Why is there no sound here? Oh, that's what. Oh, right. Oh, it's 1 o'clock here in the afternoon. Didn't sleep too well. Too many things in my head. And for the guys in Florida, looks like. Oh, I'm going to turn that off. Yeah, we'll find out if this works. But anyways, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I should have did a yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. Pause that right there. Find down. Man, it's not easy. So probably gonna have to close that because it's taking too much bandwidth or something. Anyways, always something. So it's what I said. It's excellent, but it doesn't seem to be working that well. A lot of lag stuff. Hmm. Well, 1 o'clock in the afternoon here. I might have to just turn nothing off. I How do I do the chat? Never know how to do the chat. I can't move it. So yeah, I work this out. So 1 o'clock in the morning for you guys, and no, I know. Sorry, it's midnight. Midnight in Florida for you guys. So if you have friends in Florida, midnight for you guys, and here it's so yeah. I might just close this out and just go from there and just see if this works better because I don't need to see this. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this for the chat. I can't. Doesn't really. Nobody's really gonna chat because it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I didn't advertise it. So it's not what I want. That's not what I want. So I didn't want that. So I'm gonna redo this. Okay. We'll make it easy. We'll make it really easy. So What did I do wrong? It's not streaming well. This thing is loud. Well, anyways, this will work. Do my best. So just trying to do new stuff. I got myself, what do you say, little kitchen section. So I've got a, this is my kitchen. I kind of put a new counter there. So I had to, because I couldn't stand the kitchen. It was just a little refrigerator, microwave, toaster, which I bought. And you buy everything, right? Because the place is completely empty. When you get the place, it's completely empty. And so you got to get everything. No, everything. There's nothing, right? It's nothing. So you get tables, you get chairs, beds, all utensils, coffee machine, microwave, toaster oven, washing machine, not washing machine, yeah, washing machine, and refrigerator and stuff. There's no stove, right? So it's microwave and stuff, and then it's propane here. This is the kitchen, but the table up front, I put that there because I couldn't stand, having nowhere to work if I want to cut vegetables or if I want to prep my food, because I prep my meals every day before school, and well, for the week, the lunches anyways, because I don't want to go out to eat. It's too convenient to eat, but if the food's not that good, it's just it's just restaurant food, and I'd rather make my own meals, so it's really good, and then I get a bigger portion and things like that. So yeah, there's just a little slight breakfast, coffee, that kind of stuff. Which actually, I did coffee, but I forgot to get it right here. Anyways, so yeah, so I had to organize the place. So I've been here now, starting my second month. So it's only been a month and 1 week since I've been here. So this last month was maybe a month and yeah, a month and a half. So it's been a long process to get organized here, and figure out where to shop, figure out, what you want to eat, what's the food you like. I'm not a big fan personally of Japanese food. I think it's too high in carbohydrates. This rice, pasta, bread, just noodles, udon, soba. It's all carbs. Yakitori. It's all carbs. If I eat that, I'm just gonna, huge. So I just can't eat that stuff. So I eat a little bit of it. I have one toast here and there, like this morning, and then but the rest is veggies. A lot of veggies, stir fries, but they're not stir fried. They're like steam fried. So I make quite a bit of that. So, anyways, just wanted to show you the kitchen. It's hard because it's so small. I'm 6'6", so I can hit my head on the vent all the time. I hit my head on the bathroom door is too low, so I hit my head on this morning because I keep forgetting that. The other doors are okay. Everything's small, right? So I bang my head a lot, and I bang my legs a lot because everything is low, even the tables, right? I have to put extenders on the tables to get them up because my knees don't fit. You go to the restaurant, and I'm always banging my knees, and so it's not a country that's made for tall people, right? If you're 6 foot and up, it's not an easy place to be, right? Walking in restaurants, bang your head. Yeah. The cars are small. The subway door comes to here, right? So you're always ducking on everything. The rings hanging out on the train, right there. So so it's not. You just got to adapt, right? Right now I'm eating a bit of kimchi. I like kimchi, not too much, just because it's salty and peppery. But I'm not a little bit, just a little spice in the morning. I even throw Tabasco on it or something. But just a little tangy stuff. And then most of the time I do pretty well at breakfast. I do a lot of fruits. But the thing that bothers me here with a lot is the packaging, right? So everything's packaged. Like you buy a peach and they put it in foam. Every one of them, right? You buy cherries, they're wrapped up. You buy apples, they're wrapped up. Everything's wrapped up. Doesn't matter what it is. Even pizzas, bread, burgers, you name it, they wrap it. So everything's wrapped up, and the amount of trash I produce here is crazy. It's freaking crazy, and I don't even try to, right? Uh, I have to watch what I'm buying, and so I've got my own bags and stuff like that. And but if I didn't have bags, it was always plastic bags, plastic bag country, right? Everything's wrapped up. They wrap the stuff up. You name it, they wrap. You buy a croissant, it's wrapped up. You buy meat, it's wrapped up. You buy. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? It's just they wrap up everything. So I have a hard time with it. So I eat nuts, but not a lot of nuts, just the walnuts and a little bit of black chocolate once in a while. And then try to eat healthy. There's kiwis there. I got my tomatoes for making a sauce, you know, and then got my citrus so I can make my dressings and stuff like that. And more nuts, and then that's it, you know. So Tabasco, salt and pepper. I'm good with that. Olive oil. I cook with olive oil every time, everything. Um, that's pretty much it, you know. But I fill the freezer with refrigerator with frozen, not frozen, fresh food, you know. So on the street, you got markets, so there's food everywhere. You don't have to buy a lot. You just buy what you need. You can go buy and take a 5 minute walk and get everything you want right there. So, anyways, so I wanted to show you that. So right now I got to study today. So let me see. Uh, yeah, I got myself a little, you know, coffee, whatever. Place a mess because I got so much stuff, equipment. You know, I got all my, you know, I got like action cameras. You know, so I use them a lot. I got a magnet so I can you know, lock it onto something, whatever, and then flexible, flexible whatever little stand. I got a, I got my regular whatever, my phone. So when I'm talking, I'm working, put that down, and I shove it. What do you call it? A gimbal. So when I'm talking on the phone or something, right? So I don't have to worry about it, and then or watch videos or whatever. And I got all kinds of little things, microphones, right? You know, so got a few of those. We got different cameras. Right now, I'm tweaking some stuff. I'm trying to work on this right now. So it's kind of like, well, Zoe Tech stuff. It's basically video for videos. Because what I'm trying to do is I need to get live streaming going. So I want to be able to carry my camera around and wireless. There you go, wireless setup. So I got to work on that. A bunch of wires. And then right now I'm trying to work on this stuff. My wireless microphones, right? So, because if I'm talking to you here and I walk in the kitchen, well, that microphone's not working. So I'm still trying to figure this out. You know, I used to do it really well. I got the connector stuff. So, so that works. Just got to do, and then you got like a bunch of clamps everywhere. So I got to do stuff with the cameras here. So there's always something, and then you get all the little bullshit that comes with it, you know, and you get the little toolbox, bunch of tools so that you can get stuff done, you know, stuff like that. So like I said, there's all kinds of stuff. And I got my paper here because I got to do studying. And I got more stuff here. Just crap. There's a bunch of shit everywhere. All these GoPro adapter, you know. So it is what it is. And then so I gotta try and make sense of everything. And mouse, get my earphones when I'm doing lessons. Yeah, yeah. I like this thing a lot. So I do thermometers. So I want to know how hot outside. I just point at the window and I'm like, oh, what time is it? Holy shit, 90 degrees, 89 degrees. So that's hot today. welcome to Osaka. So I know, yeah, it's a little overcast, but it's not bad. So there you go. And then you got all these other cameras around. I got this kind of stuff, the, what do you call it? Osmo Pocket 2. So that works pretty good. I gotta do the wireless stuff so I can put it in the kitchen or put it on the counters. It's what follow me around. I use it for sports mostly, so I put it in the gym. So that's what I do. And then, but other than that, it's pretty good. So I do a lot of. I got all my books here. So Japanese book. I got a lot of these things. There's charts there, and got lots of different books. Lots of Japanese books. I got a lot. I got like 6 plus cards, plus things I made. So if I change a little bit, let's see if I get to the next camera. So yeah, I made a little thing here so you guys can see. But anyways, too bad, dark. But there you go. That's what I'm learning. School. Welcome to school. That's this is a katakana. So you guys familiar with it? So yeah, focus is off a little bit. Work on that. Hang on. Oh, I know how. There we go. Let's see. Fix that. Not too bright. Not too low. It's hard to adjust. One day I'll have to buy autofocus cameras, because they work better. Right now, this one's always sure. So 1, 2, 3. So we'll go here. That's too bright. It's too bad. I guess man, that sucks. Not very good today. This not no. Did I get it too high? Maybe the camera's too low. Let's see if I can get it up a little bit. Welcome to my world. Like this. Oh, my bad. Maybe it's better that way. So more depth of perception. No, not really. I was doing really well earlier. I don't know what I did. That was good. 1, 2, 1, 2. Man, it's always, I had it adjusted earlier perfectly. No, it's not working. Better. Not great. So there's 3. 1, 2, 3. This one here. That's why I like to get one day I'll buy one day I'll get a autofocus camera. This is not working today. What did I do wrong? Oh well, life sucks sometimes. Okay, we'll stick with that. Not very good. Anyways, so if you guys don't know anything about Japanese, so you've got three written languages. Kind of crazy, right? We have what's 27 characters? 27? We got more than 27 sounds, but we have 27 letters. Right? So they have 72 on the katakana. This is a katakana. This is their basic Japanese. Then I have another 72 in katakana. The funny thing with katakana is it's only for anglicized word, right? So it's basically when they lost the war, they're like, okay, we capitulate, whatever the story is. But you know what? We're going to make a language for you guys because we don't want to mix with you. That's pretty much it. So it's exactly the same sounds, except it's written differently. So anglicized word or foreign words, but the majority are American words, right? So hamburger, sandwich, skirts, soccer, right? You name it. there's a lot, right? And then over time, I guess they put more in, and so it's a challenge. So when I first got here 2 months ago, I learned I did okay with the hiragana, which is the first one, right? So you got the you go by lines, right? A, I, U, E, O, kaki kugeko, sasisu seso, tatsutsu decho, nani nune no, hahiu ho, momi mume mo, yo yuya, what was it? Rari rure ho, wa, o, and n, right? And then you got the other ones. So then the same word, like if you say ka right here, so ka is right there, right? So if I go, so anyways, just a little basic stuff, right? So this is ka, right? So, and then this is ga, right? So, because I got three little lines on the side. So ga right there. So ka ga, right? And so then if this is ki, this would be gi, right? So anyways, it adds up quick, right? So there's in a combination of the letters, different sounds, yeah, you, whatever, sha, shu, sho, and stuff like that. So because when you look at, let's say, you want to say she, right? She, so that's she right there, right? So no, sorry, wrong. She. So she, and then if you want to say xia, so you have to go with ya. So that's ya, right? Which is right here. Ya. So now when you put the go together, you get sha, right? So now you get sha. Sorry, sha. So sha. So anyway, so that's up quick. That's and then so the same rules apply for the katakana, except the writing is uh, angled, right? It's all angled, mostly angled. So so same words, I, U, E, O, same thing, but uh, completely different letters, right? Completely different letters. So I've got this one down pretty good, these two pretty good, like I'd say 90%. This, I'm at like at 10%. That's why I've been here 2 months, 3 months, and I'm still struggling on that. So when they're writing this is one thing, and then suddenly you land on the kanji. The kanji is next, and so I've done that too. So kanji is like a Chinese based. I'm not gonna, you guys, yeah, all right, there you go. I'm not here to make a lessons or anything like that, but I'm just trying to show you. So kanji, there's like 5,000. So it's more like a Chinese base. It's not Chinese, it's Japanese. So they're completely different characters with different meanings and stuff. And you get an understand what they look like. They're this kind of stuff, right? So that's kanji. So this would be headache, depending on how you put it together. This would be heaven, right? So the way it says it's a tenki, and this one would be uh, yoga, something like that. So, anyways, and then that's how you write them. So that's the procedure of how to write them. So it's kind of neat, and there's a lot of them. Like I say, and I'm still learning some of them. I'll be learning that stuff forever. So it's tough, right? So there's your regular language, and then you get the kanji, right? And there's so this is 10. I know that one. That's 100. Yaku, that's 100. And then you got like 4, 5, and then there's a bunch more, right? So it's challenging, right? So you got those three. So kanji is some on the side. I'm trying to get there, but that's going to take me a year just to get to learn about 50, right? And maybe, or it's gonna, yeah. So you get an idea. So I got to do homework, and then so I do that every day. So I got to do these little tests. Well, I do tests too, but the exercise of how to write right? So how to write. This is sasu suseso. So there's different words depending on the, so tasa is umbrella. Shita is sitting. This one is isu, that's chair. Seki is sick. Kisoku is choices, not choices, rules. So, and then those are the same. Well, this is a katakana, the same one, right? Sasushi says so. So Sasushi says so in hiragana, and in katakana you have Sasushi says so, same thing. They're not even look the same, right? Not even close. So, yeah. So that's so, and katakana, and that's so. Yeah. Yeah. So you're learning all this stuff, and then so it's right there. You're like you got to get on the ball, right? That's pretty crazy. So it's challenging. It's fun. I don't mind challenges, but the hardest challenge is to live here, right? It's learning is learning. You do the best you can at your own pace. So that's the thing too. You got to learn at your own pace. You can't follow anybody. I really thought I could learn faster, and I'm trying, but I just I was in a class the first semester, whatever. Well, the same semester, which is the half semester, and I just couldn't keep up. And the class was more advanced when we started, and I didn't understand what the teachers were saying because they don't speak English, so it's a Japanese class. So we're sitting there like, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make it. And so I did well, but I was falling behind, right? And when you do 4 hours of Japanese every day and an hour or two of homework every day, and you can't catch up. So at the last 2 weeks before break, I had to make a decision. It's like, I can't keep going. I'm gonna stress out. Life is already hard enough. It's hard to find jobs. It's hard to get organized. I still haven't made any friends here. I made a lot of friends at school with strangers, with everybody from Turkish guys to guys from Bangladesh to Nepal to friggin' India to the Philippines, China, Korea, Taiwan, Iran. A great couple from Iran. Friggin' love them. They're awesome. So they're struggling. Everybody's struggling, right? It's not like we're out here and go and get. So the Asian people they have some basics of Japanese, so they do a lot better. They're more familiar with kanji and stuff like that, and the writing is a little different. But when you get a guy like me, European, American, it's a completely different ballgame. Right? And then and I'm older, right? So it's taking me longer to learn some things. I'm in class sometimes, and it's going like, they'll say something, and I'll say something. So okay, I got this, and then like literally 3 minutes later, I'm sitting there, I can't remember, and then I'd have to ask Grace or another person next to me and say, what did we just say this was and the rules and all that? So it was just too intense. And then they threw the kanji in there. So what I did is after the break, I ended up talking to the teacher. I said, look, can I go back down and start all over? And the good thing was that the teachers all teach differently. They're completely different. And then you have 3 teachers per class. Well, they're not all at once, but one day is the teacher, another day is another one, another day. So you get different like ways of seeing things. So I had 3 teachers the last class, and then I've got 3 new ones now, and it's the same material for sure, but we're doing it differently. Like for example, like this was a homework book, right? So I have 2 of them. Anyway, so this is the second one. Well, the first, it's a brand new one. We just started. Well, we barely touched out on my first class. This class, we started first page. And we're doing homework and we're doing exercise and stuff like that, right? So, so that was the key right there. So we worked on that. So the other class, we didn't do this. We had the book, but we barely touched it. Did a couple of things here and there, but so a little different. And then it's still a lot of talking. We do role play, so that's good. We do that half the class, but there's a lot. Right, there's a lot, and it's all new. Structure is different, right? There's an example I use for people for class. It's different. It's basically, so why is it so hard? It says, well, I can get by the vocabulary. I can get by, learning the sounds and the speed at which they speak, which is difficult. Like kikimas is what I say is listening, right? So a lot of time when I'm out in the real world and they say there's someone talk to me, I'll say yukuri hanashimasu kudasai. So yukuri means slowly speak, please, right? So slowly speak, please. So the structure is different, right? So it's not speak slowly. It's not hanashimasu yukuri. That doesn't make any sense for them, So one of the example I use too is let's say there's a cat on the table, right? There's a cat on the table, right? So yeah, that's pretty good. So, but if you say it in Japanese, you say uh, uh, tsukure, table. Yeah, tsukure o ue, on, ni, action of ni. So, tsukure o ue ni, neko, cat, ga imasu, right? So, imasu means living. Like, okay. So basically, table on cat living. That's so I have to completely switch the way I think, right? And then they say living, right? So we would say there's a living cat on the table, right? We'd say there's a cat, the cat is alive on the table. There's a living cat on the table, right? On the table, and not like, so they say table on cat living. That's so if you want to translate Japanese, you have to start at the end and work your way back. That's the best way, right? Majority, not everything, but majority. So when they're talking and they're saying stuff, if they speak too fast, I pick up the first 2 or 3 words, and then the last 3 words, I don't know what they said. So I don't know what the sentence, what they're meaning, right? So I have to really focus on listening to the last word. And when I get the last word, then I'm like, okay, right? But it's a switch, right? It's completely reverse. So it is a language, just the way I look at it is based on respect. So you can not interrupt someone when they're talking because you don't know what they're saying. They'll have a big monologue, and then at the end you're like, oh, I get it, right? So that's where you see that in animes and in the movies. Like, and you're like, what the hell? Get to the point, right? No, but that's it. The point is at the end. It's not in the beginning, right? So it's the whole country is based on respect, everything, right? So it is what it is, and it's fun, but change this. It's something different to look at. This is Naga there, so they have deer walking around everywhere, and they feed them. So and then they get upset. The deer get mad if you don't feed them, right? So it's funny. So yeah, students. I was a students the first class, so I still keep in touch with all of them. They're great people, they're young, full of life, So it's fun. He had a tough day. Ate too much. So there you go. And so we have fun. We do what we can. I haven't checked and see if I got to. Let me close all this up. Read this. Let's look at my channel, the classroom, kanji. So I got to get to here. Good there. Let me see if I got my chat box. So cold coffee. That sucks. I got to get warmed up. So channel. Let's go see my. I should have moved my chat over. I'm not too sure how to do that. So if I go live and I go, oh wait a minute, no, I go right here. I manage videos. I got to see. I don't want to do too much because I got to go work out and stuff like that. And live. And let's see, broadcast. So, I don't even know if the sound works. I have no frigging clue, So, but we'll find out, So, anybody? No, nobody called. Let's see, sorry. So, yeah, it's hard. Not everybody's gonna watch me at 3. At what time is it now? So it's midnight. 12:30 in Florida, right? So it's fun now, but like I say, you have to basically focus on yourself here, and take care of yourself because life is not that easy here, right? The people are very quiet; they do their own thing. Countryside is better, definitely. Little lizard in the countryside, and I got all kinds of nice videos of animals and stuff, and I have to put something together. But like I say, I'm just slowly trying to get organized, right? So it's going to take some time. Uh, and like I said, if you have any question, anything you want to know, so I wanted to show you guys a bit of this. So this is a Musashi. No, so Musashi, the temple, not temple, but so that's where he lived, like the greatest samurai. So and yeah, so yeah, I try to take a few pictures, make the place look good, and just get feelings. That's Deborah. That's my son, Jonah. He was visiting, and then so Deborah is a teacher, is a student. Those are people from restaurants. Had a good time there. Could remember all the names. So I take a lot of pictures, just to Jonah, there again. He was here last week, so so for a few days, so we just hung out, did some walks, did some training, and then these are friends. There's a car I've never seen before. It's a kit car though, but it's kind of interesting. Food in the morning. Yeah, so trying to get stuff done. Yakiniku, grilled some meat, some beer. Jonah again. So hopefully my other kid will come over and visit. They have a place to stay. At least they got that. More homework. So yeah, it's crowded. Osaka, it's crowded. I'm in Sakai, so that's Shizuko, and then classes. So it's all good. And then Yasashi Sensei, that's the park in Osaka, garden, whatever. So yeah, just do some things. I'm not going to stay too long. I'm going to keep going. So what did we do here? I don't even know how long I've been on here. Probably not too long because I got to go work out and I got to do homework. 37 minutes. Yeah, it's time to get going. So I work out. Love to work out. I have to stay in shape and keep my energy up and then go from there. So I'll let you guys go. Yes, have a good night, good morning, good everything, and we'll talk soon. I'll keep trying to do stuff, and if you guys have any suggestions and stuff like that, we'll keep going, right? Good times, good times. Stay focused. Stay focused. Today is homework, a bit of grocery shopping, prep my meals, go work out, and then I got to go. Oh yeah, and I got to go to an Airbnb. So a friend of mine, Suzuko, she's got an Airbnb, and she needs help because she doesn't speak English and stuff. So I'm trying to help her out with that. So I'll try to promote her place here and there. So I'll put that in there. So just get organized, and then I got interviews next week. So a couple interviews for jobs. Hopefully they'll work out and go from there. So school's tomorrow. Today is Sunday. And Sunday today is 1:39. So I'll keep going. And then, so yeah, it is a challenge, but I like challenges and I'm going to keep doing my stuff. Right. So stay positive. Hopefully get to meet some friends here, meet some people in Osaka. It could be make some contacts. I made a lot of contacts in the villages, but in the city it's much more difficult. Mizukashi desu. So see you tomorrow or later. Ashta is tomorrow. Ashta mata ashta. So see you tomorrow.